It's time for us to get into the second segment of the show where we get to sell brands, we have people advertising. So this is the segment where all our companies, the companies whom have featured on the show, are being advertised their products and their services. And today, for the companies, the brands, the product and services up for promotions, there is Horizontal Property Developers Limited. Also, Binocasa Group Meat Sharing. We also have a food box delivery, and lastly, Export Chamber of International Trade and Investment Membership. So we are going to be starting off with Horizontal Property Developers Limited, knowing everything about them. So can you share vital information about Horizontal Property Developers Limited? It's a real estate company. I know.
Yeah, so like I said, the past couple of days since we started this show, the Horizontal is a reputable real estate. Horizontal Property Developers Limited is a real estate company in Enugu, and they have lands and properties for sale all around the southeast, right? But because they're based in Enugu, they have more in Enugu, right? And so it's a company I've done business with the last 2 years. I trust them. I trust the CEO. I know he's upright. Well, first of all, he's a Christian, if that holds any value for you. But he's a Christian, and he's upright. I've dealt with him, and he does business the upright way, right? So you can trust Horizontal just as much as I trust them. People are scared about going into properties because of these fraudulent sales that usually happen. People will sell properties that are not theirs. At the end of the day, you end up going to court or losing your money, right? So that's why you need to stop buying properties from individuals. Somebody comes to you and says, hey, as your friend, you guys have been a friend a long time, I have a piece of land I'm selling, and then you decide to buy from that person. You're going to get fleeced. You're going to lose your money, right? It's always good to deal with a company. Number one is that this company is registered and recognized by the CAC and recognized by the Nigerian government. If you want to investigate them further, you take it to the FIRS, check their tax papers, see that they're actually doing business activities and they're paying taxes, right? Now, the next step will be for you to verify every land offer at the Ministry of Lands. Go to the ministry. Stop being lazy. Don't just take money, hard-earned money, and give to people just because they said it's theirs. Go to the Ministry of Land, check that land, the details of the land given to you by this company, against the records at land, so that you know the real owner of the land. If you do your homework, you can never be, duped when it comes to, buying land. So Horizontal lets you do all of that and does all of that. Horizontal usually goes to communities, buy up acres of land, turn them into gated communities and real estate, estate projects, right? Mm-hmm. Map out the roads, do the drainages, map out the plots and begin to sell them in parcels. So Horizontal, for me, is the right one, and you will do well to go check them out. So number one they have on my list is Cubana Estate. Cubana Estate is at Nekono, off Ugogo Nike, 5 minutes from the Peace University. And I said that this property is going for 1.5, but it will be one of the best buys in this 2023. The reason is that the Peace University has started operations and many students are moving to Peace University. Now, very soon, it's the same thing that happened at Albany. When Esut newly moved to Albany, it was like a ghost town. But, when more students started moving to Albany, properties started going high, the rentals started going high, the price of, rentals for a year for one room started going very high because the demand, grew, right? So this is going to happen at Nekono as students begin to move to Peace University. If you own a property there, you can build a hostel, you can build a hotel, you can build a hospital. Every business that caters to students will begin to do well in that neighborhood. So it would have been a good buy for you. Now, Digital Estate is at Uguamo Emene, 5 minutes from Caritas University. It's selling for 3.5 million. Citygate Estate is behind Banana Estate, New Enugu, Phase 2. It's going for 7 million. Now, Effizi Estate is behind the foremost real estate project. You guys know the big one on Port Harcourt Expressway, Okonano. It's Effizi Estate Phase 2. It's going for 5.5 million.
There's a plot.
Yes, for a plot. All of them are plots, right? You have Crystal Garden Phase 3. Beside this foremost real estate project there, Port Harcourt Expressway, is going for 8 million. If you want to know the real estate I'm talking about, you can call me and ask. Effizi, but it's a big one. Effizi Estate, another cadre of plots at Effizi Estate, behind the same foremost real estate project, is going for 15 million. Then they have Capital Estate at Obaru, Anambra State, going for 1 million. They have University Estate at Gazinike, 7 minutes from Ugogo roundabout, Enugu here, is going for 1.5 million. They have Citygate Estate at Obekenike, Enugu, going for 3.5 million. They have excellent estate, Uguamu, Emene, opposite Upper Room Ministries, 12 minutes from the Enugu International Airport. It's going for 5 million. This one is also a good buy because it's near the airport. Anything near the airport usually rises in value over a short period of time, so you do well to buy a property there. Now you have Evergreen Estate, Ozala, before UNTH. This is another good one because of the UNTH landmark. It's going for 6.5 million. Then you have Crystal Garden Phase 2. It's going for 12 million. Then you have the choicest of them all, Crystal Garden Phase 1. You know, people are buying and building already. It's going for 30 million. 30 cool million naira.
Yeah.
That's one.
The one I chose.
Yes, I reserve one plot for you, Chairman.
All right, no problem. I'm going to make the payments today.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
What about interested persons who want to go for site
inspection. So if you want to go for site inspection, meaning you want to go see this land, you're going to call that number that I'll give you in a short time.
Yeah, the end of the show.
A short while, yes.
All right, so we are doing product and company promotions, and like we usually say here, every brand featured on the promotion segment of this show is on our website at www.urbanmarketplace.com.
That's
and
right.
It's also open for you if you're a business owner, you have a business you wish to promote right here on the show. You could call us on 08181 233 979. I'll take that again, 08181 233 979, and let's talk and bring you on board. So the next brand to be promoted is Binokasa Group Meat Sharing. The festive season is fast approaching.
Yeah.
And this particular one is very important.
That's right.
What's their packages?
So Binokasa Group Meat Sharing is a company offering, fresh killed meat for every customer. I mean, for every listener. You're listening right now, you're hearing this promotion. You'll do yourself a favor to sign up to the different packages. So you have the basic is 25 people. So how this works is this company tries to buy giant meat so that you can get value for your money. Right? So there's no point going to buy a cow of 150,000 because you're not going to get anything out of it. So it's usually between 300, 350, 250, right? So that you can get, giant meat divided in your group, right? So 25 people, imagine 25 people sharing a large cow of 300,000. That means it's 300,000 divided by 25 people. So it makes it very affordable, and you get good chunks of this meat, to have a beef supply all through the month. Then you have standard for 20 people. So that's still 300,000 or 250,000 or 350,000 divided, amongst 20 people. You have the deluxe, which is 15 people, and super deluxe for 10 people. Then you have the jumbo for hotels and restaurants, right? Hotel and restaurant groupings. So this means that 5 small restaurants can come together and share one cow, right? One restaurant can decide, okay, I don't want to share with anybody, but I want you guys to kill. You want this company to kill, process, smoke, and then cut them up for you. You can also sign up for this jumbo, right? But it's just for a group of 5 restaurants, or a hotel and a restaurant together, right? So that's it basically. And the kinds of meat that are available, that they have available for you are, first of all, cow meat, which is beef, mutton, which is goat meat, and then you have pork, which is pig meat, and of course they have chicken for processing, not for sharing. So if you want 1 or 2 or 3 chicken now, or even in this festive period, you can call and they will kill the chicken, cut it up, and smoke it for you. That is to say, they'll spice it and smoke it for you, and then you'll come pick it up. If you want it delivered, you'll pay the delivery charge and they deliver it to you. Yep.
All right, welcome back. This is still Urban Marketplace right here on Urban Radio 94.5 FM. My name is Chiamaka. Okay, so before we went on that short break, we are discussing the brands that we have for promotions today, and we talked about Horizontal Property Developers Limited. We also read out the plans, the products, the lands they have available and their different locations, and also we talked about Binokasa Group meat sharing, how you can partake in it. It has different plans. And the next on our list is the food box delivery.
All-time amazing food box. So we're trying to take the stress of going to the market. They're trying to, the companies who offer these, who how do you say it now?
The company that offer the products.
Yes, this food box.
The services, the food box services.
That's right. There are about 3 of them, that are food suppliers in Enugu, right? And so we've outsourced.
So it's a collaboration.
Yes, we have outsourced this service to them. So what this does, this is essentially good for every busy person like myself. So if you're a banker, you're a businessman that never sees time to go to the market.
Even if you're not busy, but you don't like the idea of going to the market.
So you don't like that stress of going and walking around in the market. This is ideally for you, right? So the food basket costs 90,000. The food box rather costs 90,000, and what you get is a 25 kg bag of sorted rice, 3 liters of King vegetable oil, right? And you have a packet of Knorr seasoning. You have 1 painter, what they call painter, 1 painter of melon. That's a goosey, hand peeled melon, a goosey. Then you have 20 tubers of sizable yam. You have 5 painters of iron or potiskum beans. You have 1 sachet of table iodized salt. That's necessary to mitigate against goiter. If you eat salt that's not iodized, you stand a chance of getting goiter on your throat, right? So I run through that list again. It's 25 kg bag of sorted rice, 3 liter of King vegetable oil, a packet of Knorr seasoning, 1 painter of melon, a goosey hand peeled, 20 tubers of sizable yam, 5 painters of iron or potiskum beans, 1 sachet of iodized table salt. That's it. And that's the food. So if you, remember that this is being streamed on Facebook and YouTube. And so people are seeing us from all over the world. Nigerians are watching us from all over the world. So if you're overseas and you want to buy and have it delivered to you, no matter where you are in the world, it's a possibility. Just call the number that we're going to let you have in a few seconds or in a few minutes, and this will be freighted to you anywhere in the world. Some of you live overseas, but you have aged family here, aged parents, or you have family here that you want food delivered to on a monthly basis or this festive season. It is still possible. Place a call, and these companies will have this food delivered to your family member. But if you also what they call a custom order, that is to say that you want much more than the things on this food box, you all simply need to make that call and send your list, right? A quote will be sent to you of what the total cost of your order would be. When you make the payment, it will be delivered to your doorstep. If you choose to come and pick it up yourself, it's still a possibility. But this is going to take the stress of going to the market off of your schedule.
Okay, the next we have here is Terra Home Office Industrial Cleaning and Fumigation Services.
That's right. So Terra offers industrial cleaning, domestic cleaning, office cleaning, right? If you've built a new house and when all the work is done, of course, the house is usually littered with paint and cement and a whole lot of debris, right? So they'll come there and clean it out and make sure that the home is habitable before you move in. They'll come there, clear out all the nails and all the things that can hurt your children when you move into the house. They do it professionally and make sure that your tiles, your bricks and everything is shining, sparkling, sparkly, right? If you've not built a new house, but you're moving to a new residence, you rented a new home and you want to move in, they can come clean it up for you. They do the same for offices as well, do it for industries as well. And most importantly, they can fumigate your surroundings to ensure that rodents and snakes and any such animals are kept at bay, right? So you do yourself a favor to order this service from Terra, Home and Industrial Cleaning.
Okay. I think if you also need them to just come clean your house,
Yeah,
It could also
yeah.
come as well.
If you want them to clean your house every week, it's also possible. You want them to clean your house every month, it's also a possibility.
Okay,
right?
it's just
So
for you to reach that agreement with them.
That's right. Everything that involves cleaning,
Cleaning.
of a home, of an office, of an industry, they just do that. And for however long you want them to do it, you can draw up a contract, and they'll offer those services to you.
Okay, and lastly is Export Chamber of International Trade and Investment Membership. We've talked about this.
Yes, and so we've been preaching the export message. We're saying that the best way to live in Nigeria and earn foreign currencies, whether it's euro or pounds or it is very possible. Take that yam you're selling here in Nigeria that they keep haggling. Oga ile 20 naira, ile 50 naira. Take that and target Nigerians living overseas and earn in dollars, right? In Europe, a 500 gram of, which is just a few cups of Gary, sells for €5. So imagine sending a 50 kg bag of Gary to a family in Europe. You'll make a lot of money, right? So we're saying export is the key. But for you to make money through export, you need to be tutored, you need to be mentored, and to get all of that mentorship and tutorship, you need to join the Export Chamber. Go to their website, sign up, pay the fees. They'll guide you through. There are professionals to guide you through who would actually show you how to get your export license and how to set up your export funnel, and then you start to earn in foreign currencies. And to get more details, you have to go to www.exportchamber.com. I take it one more time. www.exportchamber.com.
Okay, and that's it for product and company promotions segment right here on Urban Marketplace. If you want to find out more about these companies and their services, visit www.urbanmarketplace.com or call 08181 233 979. Do you wish to call it your own way?
I will call it my own way.
Right.
I will call it my own way. 081 81 233 979. That's 081 81 233 979.
Urban Marketplace is also up for sponsorship.
That's right.
If you want your business to be promoted, still call 08181 233 979 and let's bring that magic straight up to your doorstep.
If you want to come on the show and to tell us about your products yourself, that's also
So
very
feel
possible.
free. Call the number
Yeah.
and let's talk business.
That's right.
Let's discuss business. It's now 43 minutes gone past the hour 11 o'clock, and this is where we are going to be drawing the curtains on today's edition of Urban Marketplace, which also happened to be the last edition for
the week.
this week. It's
Yeah.
been an amazing ride.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tony, for
Thank
always
you,
coming
Chiamaka.
with insightful topics.
Yeah, thank you so much for keeping me
We're going
company
to do this again
Yeah,
next week.
next
Coming
week.
up next at 11:45 a.m. is the news break.